This slow cooker cassoulet is a remix inspired by Southern cuisine royalty, Natalie Dupree. I love a good slow cooker recipe, especially when it sounds fancy like cassoulet. Now, I've already started things off by browning 2 sausages. Mine are plant-based, but you use whatever you like. I do think that the Italian flavored ones work best for this recipe. And now the star of the show, the slow cooker. In goes a 15-ounce can of butter beans and a 15-ounce can of cannellini beans. Then dice celery, carrot, onion, and a minced garlic clove. Canned tomatoes go in too. I'm using a 1.5 quart slow cooker because I like to live on the edge, but you should definitely use a 2 quart slow cooker for this recipe. Now, Natalie's cassoulet had duck, lamb, pork shoulder, and sausages. We're gonna keep things simple, so I've got my sausages from earlier and I've just cut them into coins. I'm also adding pre-cooked shredded chicken. Mine is mock chicken, but if you're doing the real thing, make it easy and use a rotisserie one from the store. I want this remix cassoulet to be as rich as Natalie's, and that's a tall order because her recipe takes 2 or 3 days to make. She even called it daunting in the video that I watched. So how do we get rich from a slow cooker? Well, the slow cooking will actually accomplish some of that. But a tablespoon of tomato paste will help. And I'm also using a vegan broth base that's the equivalent of 1 beef bouillon cube. Now, before we set it and forget it, add a tablespoon of herbes de Provence and a bay leaf. This cooks on low for 6 to 8 hours. So now you've got plenty of time to go watch Natalie's old cooking videos from the 80s and 90s. And let me tell you guys, she's pretty spicy. In a video I watched, she said you need to learn how to cut up a duck in case you ever run into one in the dark. I think that's pretty good kitchen humor. So you might be wondering, our cassoulet is not really a soup and it's not really a stew. It's a little bit closer to a casserole. Like all good casseroles, we need a crunchy topping. I've got a cup of seasoned stuffing mix pounded into crumbs. Melt 2 tablespoons of butter, add the crumbs, and toast until they're lightly browned. When your cassoulet is thick and creamy and smelling amazing, pile on as many of those buttery breadcrumbs as you want, and I love a lot of that topping. Now, Ms. Dupree's cassoulet recipe serves 20. But this retro recipe remix is a cassoulet for 2. Or 1 if you've got a big appetite and a tiny slow cooker.